Also, let's see. Can you link me the? I didn't get the commentary.
Oh
thing.
yeah, sure. Just 1 second. I can provide that.
Thank you.
No problem.
See, let's mute this. There we go.
Alright, so both
Yeah,
of our
we're-
runners going with Bandow2000 first, which is good.
Yeah, for the sake of like following the progression, it's nice that they are starting with the same trophy.
Mm-hmm. I do kind of prefer starting with Dino in this tournament setting because I just feel like it gets more climactic as you get to the harder tracks at the end.
I agree entirely. Because like Dan Domain is a little easier and more consistent, so the upset will most likely be in the later levels. So yeah, preferable to see the easier levels. Or I mean, Fossil Canyon that we're at right now is actually one of the harder tracks in the game. But like in general, the easier tracks and more consistent tracks are early in the game. So I definitely agree.
Mm-hmm. It's hard. This track is hard for, I guess for the most obvious reason is because it has one trick that we like to call Canyonless that you see Bandow going for.
Yeah, there you go.
And Olympus, he didn't go for it
bubble.
the first. He didn't go for it the first lap, but he went for it the second lap.
Nice. And as you can see, like Bandow, he went for it, but he went too far to the right and hit the wall, and then he went too far to the left and he hit the bubble. You know, like it's really hard to have control when you do this trick. Let's see if Bandow can show it off better here. Yeah, I mean,
it's a little bit better, but he missed the balloon, unfortunately.
Yeah, both of them actually having pretty rough Fossil Canyons.
Mm-hmm.
The runtime for this game, yeah, Olympus is probably going to get like a 27-ish time. Bandow probably around 25 minutes. But it's the best out of 3 setting, so they will do 2 races in a row, and this is the first, because this is the first race. And it's going to be tough for Olympus to take a game off of Bandow, but you never know.
Yeah, both of these runners actually going into this match 1-0, winning their previous group match. So.
Yep. And Bandow is the organizer of this tournament, actually. So.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, and he was the organizer of the last tournament as well, and he did not really reach the heights he wanted. Like he wanted to get a really good placing, but this guy that I'm talking to right now knocked him out a little bit earlier in the tournament that he wanted to.
It was a shocker.
Yeah, it was surprising at the time, but if it was raised right now, even though Bandow is a stronger player, I think you have a good chance. I would love to see a Bandow versus Trident Tail race sometime in this tournament. Bandow seems like he's turning a little bit early. Oh wow, that was really close.
Yeah, I don't know how he got away with that.
Yeah, that was like borderline.
Yeah, so if you're not, if you're kind of new to this game, there are out of bounds clips, but even though you're out of bounds and you can fly freely outside of the track, you still need to hit these checkpoints. So if you cut a turn too sharp, it is possible that you can miss hitting a checkpoint, and then TT will tell you you're going the wrong way. So that could potentially have happened to Bandow. He cut that turn a little sharp, but
maybe it even should have had it happen. That was a very bad play, to be honest, but he got away with it.
Lucky.
Yeah. Whale Bay, first hovercraft level in the run. you want to explain anything about the mechanics, Trident?
Sure. Well, what you're gonna see them do is this rapid turning back and forth, and we call that snaking. And basically the reason why they do that is because when you're turning in the hovercraft, you get a small little speed boost. And I mean, that could be for, I guess, just to make the hovercraft, feel more smoother when you're driving. But basically, we use that mechanic to basically try and get that turning speed all the time by constantly turning back and forth.
Yeah, so we're just increasing our top speed straightforward by turning back and forth. So, yeah, and the level Bandow is doing, well, both of them are doing right now, is the Pirate Lagoon. And Pirate Lagoon is actually a level where boosts are the most important thing. Like, you need to learn how to handle boosts in hovercraft more than the like general snaking motion. The snaking is actually something you do while going through zippers and stuff, though, because it extends your boost. But yeah, this level is really good for like understanding how to maintain a lot of speed from boosts, because that's something that a lot of newer players have a lot of issues with. They usually drop a lot of speed from boosts in hovercraft. So, yeah.
I still have issues with this level. It's one of my weakest. It's very, very difficult.
Yeah, it's but it's a really fun level. It's I really like Pirate Lagoon.
All right, so Bandow got a bit of a lead, about 20.
Like 30.
Oh, 30 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
But still close. I mean, if we look a little bit to the future, there is a clip that you can do in Windmill Plains, and both of these runners know it. Olympus, I saw Olympus's race, and he had no problems going out of bounds.
Harsh.
And Bandow was actually practicing out of bounds, the out of bounds clip before, and it looked like he was having a little bit of trouble. So
yeah,
you never know what could happen.
This is a really harsh Crescent Island, 114. Oof, that's like a maybe 7-second time loss on his average.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really harsh Crescent Island for Bandow. Maybe Olympus can catch up a little bit. Peaks, you just gotta practice on plane, because plane is the best. Everfrost Peak is like a top 3 level in this category. It's so good.
Oh, I don't like it that much, but I do I do like it more these days, because it hasn't been so mean to me as of late.
It's a really good level, but I mean, the thing is, you just gotta you need to understand plane a lot to appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember when I was a beginner, I had a lot of issues with the plane, in like the regular races. Like, I think Hot Tub Volcano was the level I understood really quickly, but the regular ones like Everfrost Peak were really difficult, and I really didn't like them. But when I practiced a lot of plane, then yeah, it's really cool. As you can see, Bandow now, he will do one of the best levels in the game for sure. Everfrost Peak.
I'm interested to see what the time spread is going to be like on this track between the two of them, because these plane tracks are really what separate the top runners from, I guess, the what you could call the mid-tier runners, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Like, you can see, I mean, if you watch the top players like Bandow versus mid-tier players, you will see a huge difference in times in the plane, like Trident said. Huge difference. But while in the car, maybe they can catch up, or well, they can at least match the times. be just like a few seconds behind maybe, but in plane it's usually very big difference. Like, look at this. Bandow is getting a 103 here. Yeah, this is solid time. Now let's see what Olympus gets. Just to have, yeah. So you can see what we mean with this. Sarah Reaper, one question. Yeah, just ask. Walrus Cove. Walrus Cove is the level that I find kind of easy in general, but I know that a lot of people feels a really difficult level. But I don't know. What do you think, Trent?
It's I think it's not too hard in theory, but it's kind of easy to mess up.
Yeah, I think it's punishing. I think that's 116. So Bandow saved 13 seconds in Everfrost Peak just to prove Brighton's point right there.
Yeah, so I'm kind of on the fence with Walrus Cove.
Yeah, it's a real punishing level for being car, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like it's easy in general, but yeah, really punishing level.
Like right here, if there's like a really fast sharp turn here, if you mess that up, you're gonna bonk into the little arch there. Here, if you get too close to the outside wall, you can actually like almost get sucked into the wall and then like lose all your speed. And then chaining a balloon into that last zipper there, you know, you run the risk of falling off the narrow path and onto the ice. So it's not too bad, but there's a lot that can go wrong, I find.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the couch is we would need a really large couch since he's in Ontario and I'm in Sweden. But we have a shared couch before IRL, but that was a couple of months ago at AGDQ.
Good times.
Good times. Let's see. Ouch.
Dang.
That was actually pretty forgiving.
Yeah.
Bandow flew to the left. Usually you just like get stuck there, but he went into the tunnel, so he was a bit lucky. I'm just sitting here eating candy. How rude. Okay.
Is it Swedish candy though? Because I had that before and it was gross.
It's not licorice.
Okay.
That is so. I hate that as well. It's like the worst.
Yeah. When Giz and I were at GDQ, I guess a Swedish runner that he knew came up to us and offered us Swedish candy, and I don't know if I guess they were trolling, because I tried it and it was like the worst thing I've ever tried in my life.
It's like really common because the funny thing is that that's a candy that actually a lot of Swedes like.
Oh my god.
So it's not like a troll, yeah. But I myself hated it. I hate it. So when he offered us to get the candy, I just avoided. I just knew that okay, this is the worst.
Bandow decided to go for a little swim there.
Yep. Having some issues with this level for sure. No, it's not Pingvin. It's Djungelvrål. $118, ouch.
Yeah, that's rough.
So Bandow, like in general, as you can see, like he's a really fast player. His main weakness, I think, is his consistency. He can get really good times and, you know, compete for world records in a couple of individual levels. But he lacks a little bit of consistency to go for the world record, for example.
Mm-hmm. I would say this is my favorite hover track, Boulder Canyon. I like this track a lot.
Yeah, I like it. This is my third favorite in this run. So, my third favorite hover level in this run.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there are
I
three.
love the I probably my favorite part of like the run is performing this like boost chain. This one right here. And
yeah,
you can
get
just
really
like
far.
yeah, you just completely pass that C turn there. It's like it's really cool.
Yeah, I agree. I like Boulder Canyon a lot more now than I used to do. But yeah, I missed the balloon there. It's not a biggie.
Sparkula says she hates the logs. Yeah, the logs can. I mean, the trick is just to stay tight. Tight on all your
going
turns.
through right here like that. Like, and what you can do there. Like one thing that I think a lot of runners don't really see is that you can, like the sharp turn you do with the R and B button in the car is something that a lot of like new runners use, and I mean a lot of top runners as well. But it's also really useful in hovercraft and in plane. So if you hold the R button and you press the B button, you will do a sharp turn, but you won't lose that much speed. So for example, in the turn when you get out of the tunnel there, after the fortress part, you can actually you can just press the B button a little bit, so you get a sharper turn, and then you can make sure to avoid both. Like here, if you jump out and hold the R button a little bit, then no, the B button a little bit, then you can avoid the logs really easily.
And you follow up the best hover track with possibly the best car track. Greenwood Village is a lot of fun.
Greenwood is a great level, especially in time trials. It's a really good level, and it's a level that showed like that proves like how good you are with sharp turns and with dealing with the drifting in the game. And Bandow had a really solid one, a 108. It was great time. And now it's time for windmill planes.
Yeah, anything can happen here. This can either go really well for him, or it could be a total disaster. There's usually no in between.
That was lag. Let's see what happens. He got it. Okay, that was that was tight. That was close, but yeah. Now it's changing to the minimap, so you can have a little more. Let's see, did you get the trigger?
No, he didn't go.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I was asking. Because he did the same thing in Hot Volcano. He got away with it that time, but he didn't this time. So he lost around 10 seconds there on that lap. So the thing is with Bandow here, he should try to go a little bit safe here, because if he would clip back and bounce here, he would have to go backwards to reach some triggers, and that will lose him a lot of time.
That's wrong. Oh no, never mind.
No, that's fine.
Man, yeah. I guess I take that turn way too safe.
He's good.
Alright.
So let's see how Olympus does, because we need to see if he actually is gonna go for it. I'm guessing he will.
He'll go for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I said in his last race that I saw, he he had no problem with it, but hopefully these CPUs don't get in the way of his.
Yeah, that's the worst part about bonking in the beginning when we planes. Yeah, he was way too far to the left. I think he got a little bit annoyed by the CPUs. They can actually annoy you really much for that trick. Are plane levels out of bounds heavy? I mean, yeah, there are 5 plane levels in this category, and 3 of them have out of bounces.
If you're playing on the Japanese version.
Yeah, because in the other versions you can't go out of bounds space for alpha.
Right, but that doesn't apply here because both these runners are playing on the Japanese version. Yeah.
And that's the reason the Japanese version is the fastest for this category. Okay, he clipped out of bounds. That was really clean. It was clean.
This track is actually, or this clip is actually really easy. No, it's not. It's like the hardest thing in the game.
Yeah, it's really difficult. Oof. So yeah, this trick is really difficult, and not only the clip, but like knowing where to go is really hard to do because it's really narrow and the map deloads and stuff. And if you clip back and bounce to the wrong place, you need to backtrack in bounds to be able to progress. So
yeah. And you might think like, well, if you're afraid of like going back in bounds, you could just like fly lower underneath the track to avoid that. But that is actually not really a possibility either, because if you go too far out of bounds, you will actually get warped back to the starting line. And Windmill Plains is a sort of a unique case where like the floor of where that occurs is actually like
really low,
really
well, high up, whatever. Yeah, really close to the level.
Yeah. So, not only is the track like super narrow, but you also can't really like, if you try consciously to fly below it, you run the risk of getting sent back to the starting line. So, yeah, it's getting the clip is like only half the battle.
Yeah. Like if you watch Space for Alpha, for example, like the floor is actually really low, so you can just make sure that, okay, I'm just gonna be, you know, a track height down, and not, you know, like you can be really far down, so you make sure not to clip back in bounds. But yeah, that's not the case in Bandow Plains. And yeah, as I said, Spare. So there are, like in this level, Space Alley, you can see to the right. There's actually a Taz only trick where you can fall down one of the like electric poles thing. But yeah, it's absolutely not possible to do as a human. And Everfrost Peak does not have another bounce clip. So there are 2 levels in Plane that you only play, that you play normally. Which is a shame, because I love Plane. I would like to see some more of the non-out-of-bounds tracks.
There's actually more out-of-bounds clips that you can do in the plane, but it's in other tracks where the plane is not the default vehicle. So tracks like Treasure Caves and Star City have out-of-bounds clips that you could perform in the plane. But because in all trophy races you do all the tracks with their default vehicle, like, you won't see those clips in this run.
Exactly. And but that's what I think that's really fun with the time trialing things in this game, because in time trialing we have separate records for out of bounds and non out of bounds. So.
Wow, Bandow falling
Bandow.
off the bridge,
doing the classic noob mistake. It can happen to everyone.
It happens to me the odd occasion.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it happened when I was like on pace for like a low 25 or something like that, and then I fell off the bridge and I got mad and stuff.
Yeah, it's annoying to fall off. It's really uncommon that you do it as a top player, but it does happen when you're not concentrated. Window.
We didn't talk about Dark Moon Caverns at all, but I really like Dark Moon Caverns. It's probably the toughest car track, but I don't know. How do you feel about Dark Moon Caverns?
I'm not a big fan of it because you're going through a loop for a third of the level.
Right.
So I don't know. I just think I would not say it's one of the harder levels. I think it's a pretty easy level compared to a lot of others. Like, I think, because the thing is, I feel like this is a decently consistent level. My main issues with the game are like shorter and inconsistent levels, like Treasure Caves.
Right.
Where you don't really, you can't really have a strat that's actually consistent and fast at the same time. So you just need to pray every time you play it, and I don't really like the levels where you need to pray. Ooh,
oh no.
Bandow is let's see if he can do this. Oh, okay, he made it.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a bit lucky with the laser. Well, what was it called? Cycle right there.
Almost had flashbacks to our 100% match.
Oh yeah, with the chokes.
Yeah, I will agree that like the last third of Dark Moon Caverns is kind of boring with the loops, but I don't know, it's a lot of fun because it's really intricate with like all the there's like that S turn in the middle, and then like the really sharp spiral turn. It's yeah, like it's a pretty technical track, and it feels really good when.
And that's the win for Bandow, first 25 to 27.
Mm-hmm.
Just 1 minute behind his PB.
Olympus not too far behind.
No, he's having a solid race. His PB is at 27-22. And I think if he, let's see, he's gonna have like 30. This is gonna be like if he gets Space Alpha out of bounds, this should be like 27-40-ish. So it's gonna be pretty solid. So yeah, something that's interesting, like we mentioned it a little bit earlier, but you will see the out of bounds clip here in this level, and it's only possible on the Japanese version. And the reason it's possible is because look at this. There's a texture missing on top of this thing right here, so you can just get over there and you can boost yourself out. It's not as easy as it looks, maybe for these runners, but if you get this the strategy down, it's not the most difficult trick to do. So yeah, look at this run. It's actually pretty close. As we said, Olympus's PB is at 27-22.
Oh, lost a little bit of speed there. He couldn't continue his barrel roll chain. He's also like really low, but
yeah, but it's fine. As we said, it's kind of lenient in Spaceport Alpha.
There we go.
There you go.
27:36.
27:36. Yeah, 14 seconds behind his PB, and reminder that he missed the Windmill Plains clip on the first lap.
Yeah, that's right.
So if he would have gotten that, he would have PB'd most likely. Bando's saying that he's gonna restart his stream because he's losing a lot of frames. So let's see what happens.
Dang.
UK internet. Yeah, we didn't really mention it, but Bandow is a player from the United Kingdom, and Olympus is from Indianapolis in the United States.
Alright, so hopefully it doesn't take too much time for Bandow to get his stream back up and running, because we have another match. This is a best of 3, and that was just the first game, so we got another one to go.
Yeah, hope you guys are excited. And remember to keep asking questions if you have questions about the game or about the runners, or about Trident Tail and his band. Okay.
No one wants to know about that.
Maybe they want to know about your DKR skills.
Well, funny thing, they can watch that tonight at 10 p.m. I'll be racing Mano.
Yeah, that's right. So it's gonna be Canada versus the United States. In that match, Mano from Phoenix, I think.
He said Arizona, so yeah, could be Phoenix.
Yeah, I think he's from Phoenix. Phoenix. Who is Nordic Boa? He. I know that you're joking, but if people don't know, he's in the stream right now. He is a German Diddy racing player. He's actually the time trial champion of the game. His overall ranks is the best out of all players. So yeah.
Alright, our races are ready.
Overall champion in time trials, Nordic Boa from Germany. Bandow turning off the music. He's going hardcore.
Rip. So the reason why Bandow does that is to just cut down on a bit of lag there. Bandow just getting himself in first place. Or fourth place. Fourth place start?
Fourth place start, okay. Now this is hardcore for real.
Yeah, he's going
Fourth
for
place start in
he's going for Ancient
Dino.
Lake 32.
The 32. Blake
All right.
Bates.
So the race has started, according to the race channel. So they should be starting up fairly soon.
Let's go.
Game number 2.
Here we go. It's started. Fourth place start. That's an interesting. Yeah. He gets a double single.
Yo, it's 32. He wants it.
Well, he goes for the. Wow. Okay. He actually went underneath the dinosaur there, which is super risky, because like 9 out of 10 times you get stuck underneath. Yeah, he had a really good first lap there, but the rest
missed the balloon.
Harsh. And Olympus is catching up for sure.
Oh, but he missed the balloon in the grass there.
Yeah, but he's behind on the time as well, right? Yeah, it's like 2 seconds apart almost.
Oh,
so
yes, that's right, yeah.
Bandow's stream because it's a little bit ahead. So they are going like they're going around to grab the bananas. Actually, when you play without music, I find it like kind of even to go around and grab bananas or just go for the shortcut on the first lap. It's basically what you prefer. But if you play with music on, it's generally better to go around. Ooh, Olympus missing that zipper. Oof, dodging that spike ball.
Nice. Oh.
Wow.
Bandow didn't really have a good angle there, so he had to like counter drift a lot. And if you hold the counter drift for too long, you'll like spin out.
Yeah, ouch. Olympus having a little battle with Timber right there, and he lost. So he missed the zipper. That was a really rough Fossil Canyon. Yeah, really rough Fossil Canyon.
Alright. Still only like a lap and a bit, you know, different.
And then I'm missing the zipper. It's a 40. Yeah. 40 is pretty rough for Bandow.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. I mean, it's acceptable with those mistakes, but it's a rough time to get for a player of Bandow's caliber.
I find Jungle Falls to be actually like surprisingly intricate.
Ooh, Bandow missing the out of bounds clip.
And he missed it again.
Yeah, that's a huge time loss, actually.
Olympus will go for the simpler,
yeah,
the more common one.
Yeah, because what Bandow did is he went for the bananas to so he can go faster out of bounds. But it requires you to go out of bounds at another place, and he messed it up, and he finished the lap in bounds. So now Olympus is actually slightly ahead, but Bandow has faster barrel rolls now since he has 7 bananas instead of. Yeah. Oh wait.
Yeah, no, he.
Checking the lap. Yeah, it's a lap difference.
Yeah.
But still, he caught up a bit there. I didn't see the final time. Let's see. I can check on the stream. 56. Okay. He maybe lost 8 seconds or so, Bandow, right there. But Olympus gets a 56 as well. So they went even.
We got some love for Olympus in the chat right now.
For sure.
A lot of people cheering him on.
Yeah, he deserves a lot of love, that guy.
Mm-hmm. It's a good guy.
Yeah.
Also, GDQ Rumi. Got to hang out with him during GDQ.
Yeah, I've actually been to 4 Games Not Quicks in total, and he has been at the same ones. So I've met him 4 times at Games Not Quick. It's really awesome.
I don't know. I don't want to, say, I don't want to reveal my bias or anything, but I kind of want Olympus to win so that we can get a game 3.
For sure. It would be a fun upset as well. I mean, it's not fun if the top runners win all the time, right?
Yeah. And, unfortunately I can't be around all the time to beat Bandow.
Exactly. You can knock him out out of any, like, all tournaments.
No, watch now that because I said that, we're gonna meet up in bracket stage and I'll just get destroyed.
We'll see. Yeah, that's what happens with practice, Neo. Pretty solid part of the goon from Bandow here. 54, no, 53. Oh, it's good.
To kind of just piggyback off of what Muyo said, probably pronounced that wrong, but Bandow actually had the world record in the Hot Top Volcano balloon race for a while until he showboated, and then Giz stole it from him not too long after that.
Yeah, it took like 2 hours.
Yeah. So, but basically what I'm trying to say is the point of that was that Bandow was really good at Hot Top Volcano. So, yeah, he can mess up royally and still get a good time.
Yeah, and that I will punish you if you're cocky.
Yes. That's another kind of takeaway from that little aside there.
Yeah, Bandow has a really good Crescent Island going on right now. Maybe a 105 even? It's a bonk. Yeah. I mean, it's like, he gets a 106. That's still a good time.
I want a 106 with a bonk.
Yeah, it's good. 106 is good.
So at the end of the last race, we were kind of talking about the short and inconsistent tracks, and Giz brought up Treasure Caves. This is the track that Bandow's on right now, and yeah, as you can see, it's very short, but really, to get a good time in this requires you to chain boosts with that blue balloon. Now, like, depending on where you decide to chain it, You know, it's there. Whichever strategy you choose, they're like all really difficult, and yeah, because you can chain it.
Yeah,
like if you break it down, like you can chain it off of the last two zippers, but then it makes it really hard to grab the blue balloon for the following lap. And then some people will chain the blue balloon in between the last two zippers. But then you run the risk of like running right into the wall and like losing all your speed if you don't do the sharp turn fast enough. And then you could use it even earlier, but then you have to do a sharp turn to get to like run over the zipper that Olympus is going over right now. So like whichever strat you decide, like they all suck. So
yep, exactly, and that's why I don't like Treasure Caves.
Yeah, it's
like all of them are bad. Like
yeah,
it's terrible.
Like I remember when I was like coming up and like really trying to like learn these tracks, like Giz always said Treasure Caves is the worst track, and I was like, I don't get it. Like Treasure Caves is fun. But now that I'm like trying to go for top times, like I understand completely Giz's frustration. Like it's an awful track.
Yep. Because there's a thing, like it's a track that you can get pretty good at really early on, and you can, I wouldn't say compete with top times, but you can still you can still like get, you know, decent times for a skill level in Treasure Caves really early. But just when you become really good at the game, it's going to be one of the most, like, the tracks that makes you struggle the most, because it's so, all the strats you try to use are inconsistent. Yeah, Bandow had a really good April speak, by the way. That was really solid. What was it?
I don't know.
101? I don't know, something around like that. It was really good.
100 you said?
Yeah, around 101 something.
Okay.
There.
So even better than his first race. And you know, if you remember correctly, like Bandow gained 13 seconds on Olympus here. So like this track,
Olympus has just as I was gonna say that he had a better one this time. he bombed really harsh there. But yeah, so it's like around the same, 115. So he saved like 14 seconds or so. So like as we said, the main difference between top runners and mid-tier runners are plane tracks, for sure. That's where the most potential is to save time, generally. And I think the main reason is because you create your speed on your own. Because, you know, when you go in car and hover, you have like A-tapping and stuff, you know, but you kind of have to rely a lot on, you know, the zippers and stuff to gain all the speed. But in plane, you can actually, you know, with barrel rolling and stuff, you can create more speed yourself without using zippers and blue balloons. So, yeah, I think that's one of the big reasons plane is something that like shows the skill level difference the most.
Yeah, for sure. So Olympus on Walrus Cove, if you like saw his last lap where he was trying to go across that narrow gap, he actually couldn't get his position right, so he was holding off using the blue balloon, and he used it really close to the zipper and actually just like skipped over it and then went straight into the ice anyway. So
triple bounce for Olympus at the end there. That was rough.
Yeah, fantastic. Like he's probably loving this right now.
Let's see if Bandow decides. Let's see if Bandow decides to take a swim this time as well.
I think what happened there was like obviously you want to try and like take the inside corner like as much as you can, because like you want to shave off all those tenths you can, but for that particular turn there, like if you get too close to the inside there,
it's a small edge like on the
you can like clip a wheel and it'll just like shoot you into the water.
Yeah, because your speed is really high after that zipper. So if you go like you see here with Bandow is right now, if you go slightly too far to the right, there's like a small corner, like in the ground where the water starts, and if you're on that corner, you as you said, like as Trent said, you clip with one wheel into the ground, and you just get shot out in the water. So, good stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, this is still a way better Frosted Village than last time from Bandow. Sub 110, yeah.
Nice. I wish I could get that in runs. I still have a lot of trouble with Frosty Village.
My PB at 106.
Dang. The
yeah,
dream.
The dream, exactly. So, oh wow, Olympus got trolled right there. Yuck. And that's actually not like looks like it's really uncommon that would happen, but it's not. Like if you go slightly too far to the right there, you actually like hit the corner a little bit, and you gain a little bit of height, and you just get enough height so you miss the zipper. But it's barely noticeable that you gain that height, so it's yeah, really annoying.
All right, good thing Olympus had that shield because he just rammed right through 2 mines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
the second.
Yeah. Continue.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, the second lap there is like you can almost like guarantee that there's gonna be junk on the track there, so you want to try your best to grab that shield before coming through this section.
Yeah. What I was gonna say was like there's actually a thing in this game in general. If you look at the like spike balls and the oil slicks positions and stuff, it might feel like they are completely random all the time, but the movement and behavior of the CPUs are very like similar all the time when you play. So what Trident said is like you can expect like spike balls and stuff inside of that forest part, and the reason for that is because like when you go at a certain speed and you play, like the CPUs will kind of react to what you're doing and like how fast you're playing. So when you're playing decently consistent, like we do, or like what that Bandow does, for example, you can kind of expect to get the spike balls, etc., at similar spots every time.
Mm-hmm.
And you will see that, for example, now in Greenwood Village. Look at this Bandow now. So when we'll enter the tunnel before the forest part, he will grab a shield here. You see that? And before this, he was most likely a spike ball or something. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he would have got wrecked if he didn't get that shield.
Yeah, so that's why we go for the shield, because we know that if you go at this speed, it's really likely that we will get a spike ball at that spot. So, oh, anyone here? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're going to be there at the speed. Yeah, it's always going to be there, so he expected it to be there. That's why he was able to avoid it. So yeah, yeah, grass. That's annoying. Still pretty good, Greenwood overall. But yeah, so you can still 110 this
109.
Yeah, I think I had 108.
Was it 110?
Actually. He had a 108 in the last race actually.
Oh.
Yeah, this was like really high 109. Let's see, Windmill Plains. He got the clip last time, but he got wrong weighed, so he had to turn back and lost like 7 seconds or so. So let's see what happens this time.
Oh, denied.
Dang. I think he was a little bit too far to the right, so I didn't really see. Because you gotta be to the left of that corner. I don't know.
Wow.
He probably. I looked at the stream now. I'm not entirely sure what that was.
Maybe he just like barrel rolled slightly early, maybe.
Yeah, I think. Oh, the invisible wall. That's so harsh as well. But I think it's because he barreled too much upwards, so he lost speed up against the ceiling.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's out. Like, it wasn't pretty. He lost like all his speed, but at least he's out of bounds.
Yeah. The lore of DKR. Yo, Bandow. Okay, this is not too bad actually, because that tunnel that he's going through right there, that's where the trigger is. So he can just go there and trigger. So now the lap will be triggered anyways. So it's not that big of a deal to clip back and bounce right there.
Oh, he didn't do the time trials strat to go back up out of bounds. Oh, wow.
Oof, got sniped as well. Wow,
Yeah.
this is 139. Oof. That's like a 35-second time loss or so.
Yeah. Olympus
So
almost bonking on that windmill.
Yeah, I've
That was
done
really
that
close.
It's
Oh
terrible.
yeah, I've done that like countless
Remember
times.
that in the last race he bonked before this tunnel, and so the CPUs were annoying him. Let's see if he can clip. He does.
Yes, that's my boy.
Freak yeah. Good stuff.
He's.
It's a weird position.
Yeah.
He needs to go further to the right. Come on, go back, go back. No, not that way. Go with this. There you go. He wasn't far enough to the right.
No, no, what are you doing?
Olympus, you need to go further down.
Yes. No. Yeah. There you go.
This is where this works. Yeah, so you need to go way further down to the right there. So Olympus unfortunately lost like 20 seconds on trying to cut the trigger to short.
Yeah. It's tough, man. This track is tough.
He's gonna be getting warped up. Yeah, there you go. Because the water has a weird, physics. When you're like, you can be really far underneath the water, but as soon as you're underneath it, you're gonna get pushed up. So yeah.
Still a better
last time,
little planes than Bandow.
Yeah, like 10 seconds faster.
Yeah. But it could have been much more if he avoided all those wrong ways. Oh well.
I'm sorry, Sparkula. We just care about Olympus.
We just want him to do good.
Yeah. We just hope that our directions can travel back in time. Space Dust Alley. This is a really... We didn't really talk about this in the last race, but oh my god.
No, we didn't.
This run, this race is, in my opinion, the by far most difficult in this category. Like by
all the other
shot.
Yeah, all the other races don't really compare in difficulty, really to this one. Like it's on a whole another level.
Yep, for sure, and that's why.
Like, there you go. Just got bodied by a boulder.
127, and the thing is, in a regular run, Bandow usually gets like 113s and stuff. Because in the regular rounds we usually start with the Future Funland, because it doesn't really matter which order you do the trophies in this category. You can just do it in whatever order you want, and therefore a lot of people start with Future Funland. But yeah, and mainly because of that track. Just for me at least, it's only because of that track, because Space Dust Alley is just way too difficult to save for the end. That's how it is. It's really, really hard. Because I feel like most tracks can be at least decently consistent, but Space Dust Alley is just something else. It's just, way harder.
I mean, just look at all these narrow tunnels, and you're barrel rolling as much as you can to generate that speed that Giz was talking about. It's so hard and so precise. And then you bump into trees, ugh. This race just sucks.
Yeah, for sure. It's really, really hard. The plot. Tell me about the plot. This is this island with a lot of animals and stuff, and a small tiger and his parents live there. and the parents are going on vacation, probably in Canada. And then this big Gizpig wizard appears, takes over the island, casts a curse on the guardians, Smokey, Bluey, Tricky, Bubbler, you know. So they're having a hard time, and then they want to get the island back. So they write out messages to their friends so they can race the guardians and the big pig to get the island back. And that's it. There you go.
I give it a 10.
It's really good. Better story than any RPG game you could ever imagine.
Mm-hmm. Better story than Mario Kart 64.
That's true. I mean, yeah, better at a lot of things. It was good to Star City from Bando.
Spaceport Alpha.
Alright, Bando's on the last track.
Last
Olympus,
track.
Yeah, kind of far behind now. I don't know, you know, Bandow could still mess up this clip 3 times, and I don't know if
he doesn't have a shield. So let's see what happens here. He's lucky. Like, you need to make sure you don't get hit by the lasers, and usually you go for the shield. But he didn't get it in any of the races, but he still didn't get shot down, which is super uncommon. So he's lucky.
Spaceport Alpha must be like the biggest like source of stress in Bandow's life, because I don't think I've ever seen him just like do it clean. Like, he always has to make it difficult for himself, either like miss the boost or miss the shield or like some other thing.
Yeah.
He can never make it easy for himself.
Yeah, that's interesting actually. But I remember when I raced TOEFL at AGQ that I was so confident that I was gonna win for multiple, like after Space Astelli, and then 5 seconds before the clip in Spaceport Alpha, I was like, "This is the last thing that can screw me over." And I got like in like just an instant, I got so nervous that I was like, I didn't know what to do. But I got the clip, but it was extremely unclean and bad. But I got it. So, but it was, I just remember that I was so calm through the entire Future Funland, and just 5 seconds before, I just like, you know, got this thing in my head, just like, oh god, this is the last thing that can mess me up.
Mm-hmm.
So even though the clip is easy, you can still, I mean, for Top Runner, it's a really easy trick, but you can still mess it up sometimes because of nerves or other like unfocused reasons.
All right, Olympus on the last track.
No, Olympus is not on PB pace. So this is probably like a high 27.
Yeah, his first race was better.
Yeah, 27:36 was the first race time. By the way, Bandow, have you updated the challenge page? Because I don't think that all the matches are reported. Oh god.
Dang.
Olympus too far to the right. It's missing the out of bounds there. So we got to see the track inbounds. Missing the shield.
No.
Look at him getting shot down now. Okay, he's actually not even going for it. Interesting. Maybe he just felt
Oh no, ouch. Olympus.
Not like this. Ouch. Yes, all matches are best out of 3. That's correct.
I think this format definitely like makes the tournament more fun because no one wants to lose a race or have a match decided over missed out of bounds. Like, ugh.
Yeah, but I also think like not only because of that. I mean, because like in the races like top players versus lower seed players, it's not really going to be like a deciding factor. But I still like the concept just because the run is really short. So if we only get one race, we're not really going to be able to showcase the like. It's going to be hard to people that are new and watching to follow. You're just going to see the run, and this like it's only 25 to 30 minutes, really short, very packed with action. So getting to like see the run like one more time is going to make it easier for people to to follow, I think, and I think it's more interesting.
Yeah, for sure. So that's it for now. Anyway, we got another race coming up at 8 o'clock. We got Kiwi Killer and Atomic Otaku.
Yeah, one of them said an hour. When is that?
It's in about 25 minutes.
30 minutes, yeah. Cool.
So I don't know. Like, I'm guessing Speed Gaming might go offline very briefly, but we'll be back. Shortly.
Maybe. Do we want to have like an interview thing or something?
Oh yeah, we could do that. I don't know if the runners would be up for that.
Yeah, maybe someone they want to join. Let's see what people, if they want to hear Bandow brag about his win, or Olympus complain about Space for Alpha. It is Sparkula, but I fell asleep for like an hour and a half in the evening, so whatever.
Yeah, and I'll actually be commentating that race as well.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
With who?
Me, myself, and I.
Nice. There's a Jim Carrey situation right there.
Mm-hmm.
Bandow is coming in. Okay, let's see what happens.
Hello, Bandow.
Hello.
So
I was so nervous during that race. I don't know why.
Did you think you were gonna lose?
I could have in various places, but thankfully I didn't.
Like I'm like slightly interested in your thoughts of Spaceport Alpha in this race.
Spaceport Alpha, it was kind. I don't know. Like it's kind of
because you didn't get the shield in any of the races, and you didn't get sniped. You were a little lucky.
Yeah, I was a bit lucky. The shield was intentional. The shield, not getting the shield was intentional. So
Why?
You went for the YOLO for more bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, Trident is just like gonna be yes, that's my chance.
No, it's quite intentional. I'll be a bit more careful in later stages, but
yeah, when they're like more on the line, because you have like a lot of margins here. You have like a 3-minute margin in these races, so obviously you can go for more YOLO things, and you don't really have to like you clip back and bounce in Wind Plains, for example, but it doesn't really matter too much. But if you race to play like Trident, maybe you can't really do that.
Yeah, I really do have to be careful. I do have to be careful though. My times have been kind of up and down during the last 2 days. But I've gotten both 25, 20 something today, both races.
Yeah.
So I'm actually quite happy with.
Yeah, mid to 25s.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for you lost like 20, 30 seconds in the Bandow Plains. So yeah, and Kiwi Killer versus Atomic Otaku. Atomic actually got a low 29. Was it yesterday, 2 days ago, something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kiwi has a low 27, so it's gonna be interesting.
Kiwi hasn't been playing much though lately.
No.
He's been playing some Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah. That's true. And yeah, when are you're gonna play a match today as well against Mano?
That's right. At 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So in about 2 hours and 20 minutes time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna
but
be asleep then.
I was just gonna ask. Let's see, you have one more race, right?
Yeah.
Let's see, who are we gonna face in the next race?
It's
Blue Sox.
Blue Sox. When is that gonna come up?
Oh, I don't know because I've just.
Oh yeah, you changed
pulled
schedule.
out.
Oh
I've
yeah.
changed schedule again, and I don't like changing my schedule that often, and it's not nice on other people either.
Yeah. Did you update the challenge page, by the way? I don't remember.
I don't know. I did mod Nordic yesterday.
Oh yeah, who does Olympus race next? I mean, let's see, Olympus
So,
has
Bandow...
to face Arden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Japanese player. He has a 31 PB.
Right. Who has played their matches then?
I think a lot of people have played in your group. I think some of the other groups have to catch up. Like I need to race both Blue Saint and Koi Conrad.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna race at least Blue Saint this weekend, sometime. Maybe even Koi Conrad as well this weekend.
When are we gonna see a race from Tofu?
No, I haven't really talked to Tofu. Yeah. All right. Yeah, but it's going to be interesting as I haven't really seen Tofu talking in the Discord server. Yeah. So I guess people have to reach out to him to see when he wants to play.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've just gotten confirmation from Nordic that he's updated all of the matches that he knows of.
That's great.
So.
That's good. Yeah. Any last words, Bandow?
Trident. I don't make it easy for myself at all. They are my last words.
Oh, were you listening to the commentary, Bandow?
I was listening to the commentary.
Man, like I just want you to do well, and I don't want you to bonk, and I don't want you to have a bad time. I want you to have a good time.
Yeah, that's why you should go for the shield in Spaceport Alpha. I mean, you go for the shield in Greenwood Village. Why wouldn't you do it in the Spaceport Alpha?
I know the cycles of the bullets.
I know, but it depends on your speed when you go there. because it's a consistent pattern. So you can't really get there at the same time every time. So yeah,
that's why I pressed A. I held A when going into the out of bounds.
Yeah,
so
we gotta
to make myself there. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Nice racing. And yeah, but is the next race going to be on this channel as well, or are we going to switch channels?
Yeah, the next 2 races are all going to be on this channel.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah. Nice racing, Bandow. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
And yeah, Olympus says that he can join, but I don't think he has permission to go in here.
Oh, dang.
Oh. He's not in any of the voice channels.
No,
So...
but I mean, I don't think he's. Does he have commentary? Can he be permitted to get in here?
No. He can only be permitted in general and waiting room.
Oh yeah.
We can drag him in.
All right.
I'm actually just gonna step away for a bit. I'm just gonna stand up, stretch, and get myself ready for the next race. So, yeah, I will see you guys in a bit.
Sure. Oh, Olympus is making dinner. I guess he can't do it. Well, yeah. I guess I have to entertain the crowd.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna go now because I need to do stuff. Alright, see ya.
Sounds good. Yeah, see ya. Congrats.
Bye.
Bye. So, I'm just gonna wait for Trident to come back, and I guess we're gonna wait for the other 2 racers to come in. We have Atomic Otaku, who is going to do his first race of the tournament, and he's going to face Kiwi Killer. Kiwi Killer, who actually is he was the first seed in his group, but he actually lost 2 races in a row versus Sweener. Sweener is a player who, looks really promising for. He looks real promising as a gamer and as a DKR speedrunner. So Kiwi definitely needs this win against Atomic. And Atomic, he got a PB very recently in Ultra Freezes, like 2 days ago, I think. He actually, when he came back to DKR he did a bunch of 100% a while back, and he lowered his PB a bunch in 100%, but he didn't really do any Ultra Freezes, so he came back a little bit to Ultra Freezes and PB'd. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I hope that we will see a little more, like a little closer race, but it's hard to tell. Kiwi's, slightly better, 2-minute better PB, and Kiwi has also learned windmill planes out of bounds, so it's gonna be difficult for Atomic to beat him, but nothing's impossible. So does anyone in chat have any questions for about the tournament or DKR speedrunning in general, or to me while I'm waiting for Trident? Windmill planes. That's right. I've already told you about the lore. hype about the final group race. Which character should I choose? Let's see. Who are we gonna face? Is it Nordic Boa? Let's see. Against Vitor. That's an obvious. Let's see. You used. Let's see. You used. Tipsy in one, and you. Who did you use in the other one? Nordic. Bananas. Bananas increase your top speed and your acceleration by a little bit for each up until 10. The extras you get after 10 are just, you know, extras. They don't really do anything. Use Pipsy in both. Then it's time for Crunch, obviously. Can you get a 24 in bounds? You mean no out of bounds at all? If I would be able to get a sub 25 ATR time without doing any out of bounces. It's a good question, actually. Maybe. I think I would be able to. I think I would be able to get that. Let's see, it's like, because it's like maybe around 8-9 seconds or so in Halta Volcano on average, maybe. Maybe 25 in Windmill Plains, around there, and like maybe 20, maybe 30 seconds in Spaceport Alpha. Adding that together, yeah, I should be able to get a sub 25 without any out of bounces. But yeah, probably really difficult. But yeah. My name's Crunch. Yeah, I'm gonna use Pipsy in my race versus Blue Saint because he You really wanted that? But yeah, new race very soon. In less than 10 minutes. Please don't bop my Pipsy WR. We'll see. I mean, you actually practice with Pipsy. I haven't really done that. I haven't had time, unfortunately. I've been really... Yeah, I've had a lot of stuff to do this week. Hello, Trident Tail.
Hello.
Hello. Petty, you just had to say, now try beat my time. I need to play this game. I haven't touched it in like 4 days. Heathen.
Yeah. I'm gonna beat you if you don't go back.
No. Please don't beat me.
Yeah, no. I need to play for a couple more years.
We'll see. But yeah, I got my first sub 25 in October 2015. It's a long time ago.
I actually looked up some of the obsolete runs this morning, just satisfy my curiosity, and it was kind of fun going seeing when you got which time, when.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah, for sure. So, what did you think? Anything special that drew your attention?
Sorry, 1 second.
Next match in 35 minutes?
I thought it was at 8 o'clock. Let me double check. It says here 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it does say 8.
Oh, must be a mistake on the calendar.
Yeah, 8 should be right. Yeah, Atomic says 8. Fiesel says that it's a mistake on the calendar. Atomic is ready to go, says.
Right on.
So let's see, we just gotta see if Kiwi is alive. He says he's streaming on Discord.
Yeah.
So. Kiwi Killer, Sparkula. Kiwi Killer.
Yeah. Kiwi's gonna be hungry. He
Yeah.
kind of had a tough loss.
Yeah, that was what I was talking about that when you were gone. He needs this win. He needs to get a really good race here. Like he really needs it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fiesel's gonna make the race channel now, so they can jump in. So don't worry, Comfy Strat. They're gonna, it's gonna appear soon. Candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Yeah. Ooh, piece of candy. James Woods. Ooh, piece of candy. 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 like 50 candies in a row. Sparkula.
I think it's time for divorce.
Yeah. At least it's scolding. At least it's scolding.
Okay, yeah. Divorce is pretty, that's pretty drastic. Yeah. Maybe just a stern talking to. Maybe start with that.
Remember, you had to stand 1 inch. 1 inch from the door. So when he was opening the door, you're just standing right in his face. So you have you have the power in the conversation from the start. That's that's how you're gonna handle it.
Olympus, your wife is hungry. WTF.
Exactly. He plays DKR and then he goes on for a run. So he makes 2 different kinds of runs in a row.
Yo, we got you, Atomic. Good luck in your race.
I might drop out after the first race though, because I need to wake up in 5 hours for work.
I get it. It's fine. I can handle it on my own, I think. It won't be nearly as entertaining, but...
Yeah, but I'll stay for a little bit, but yeah. 5 hours until I have to wake up for work, so... Yeah, and working full day tomorrow. And this day, this Wednesday sucked because this is it's supposed to be a half day for me because I work a double day on Tuesdays.
Ew.
And I'm supposed to have a half day on Wednesdays, but today was a conference at the end of the day, so I had to stay at work until 4:30, even though I'm supposed to go home at 12.